Hello, I am making this video because some students asked for some extra help with a dimensional analysis. So these are actually some examples from that lesson. And we're going to start right here with canceling units, rates of change. The question is, what is the rate of 16 inches per second in miles per hour? So we're starting with 16 inches per second, and we're ending with miles per hour. That's the question. How many units did we start with? Well, we started with 2 units, and we can actually write that as a fraction. 16 inches over 1 second. So in 1 second, this thing, whatever it is, travels 16 inches. That's where we're starting. And then that means that let's look at the end now, miles per hour. So how many units need to be converted? Well, we have inches and seconds, and we need to change that to miles and hours. So we have 2 units that need to be converted. We need to take inches. Inches are going to be converted to miles, and seconds are going to be converted to hours. So we begin where we are, and we need to figure out how to get from one to the other. So let's think about the factors that we're going to need, the conversion factors to go from each one. So I'm going to start with my 16 inches, my conversion factor of 16 inches in 1 second. And I need to figure out how many steps are there between inches and miles. We're going to focus on the distance first. How many steps are there between inches and miles? Well, we're going to need to take inches to feet. We're going to need to take inches to feet. So I need to think about how many inches are in a foot. And then from there, I can take feet and convert that into miles. So we're starting there. So I'm going to put 12 inches on the bottom and 1 foot on the top. So in order to cancel these units, we need to alternate top and bottom, numerator to denominator. That's how they cancel out. And this is how you can know that you're on the right track. Now that I've canceled out inches, now I'm going to convert feet to miles. Now I'm trying to cancel out feet, so I'm going to start with feet on the bottom and miles on the top. There are 5,280 feet and 1 mile. And so I double check. I have feet on the top on this one and feet on the bottom of this one, so those will cancel out. And that'll convert my inches to miles. The next thing I need to think about is the time. I'm trying to convert seconds. I'm trying to convert seconds to hours. So we need to think about everything in between seconds and hours. First, I'm going to change seconds to minutes. I'm just going to add this to the list. We're going to have one long list here. So seconds, I want to get rid of seconds. It's starting on the bottom, so I'm going to put it on top, and I'm converting seconds to minutes here. So let me draw my arrow. So we're going to change seconds to minutes, and there are 60 seconds in 1 minute. This will allow me to cancel the seconds, leaving me with minutes. Now I need to take minutes to hours. So to go from minutes to hours, we need a conversion factor. I'll scoot this over a little bit. So to go from minutes to hours, we're going to put minutes on top and hours on bottom. Again, we want them in opposite locations. If minutes is on bottom to start, then to cancel it out, I need it on top. So there are 60 minutes and 1 hour. 60 minutes and 1 hour. And those are all my conversion factors. I have to go step by step. It is very systematic, very systematic. And now that I have everything set up, it's time to multiply. I'm going to multiply everybody on top with everybody on top. Just going across the top, multiplying all of those numbers. Let me grab them and scoot them over for you. Do, 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 do. So across the top, we're going to go 16 times 1 times 1 times 60 times 60. We're just going to multiply straight across. And then same idea on the bottom. 1 times 12 times 5,280 times 1 times 1. Now, I don't need to write the ones. So really, I'm just doing 16 times 60 times 60. And then on the bottom, I'm going to do 12 times 5,280. I don't need the ones. Multiplying by 1 doesn't change anything. So let's zoom in on this. 16, 16, 60, and 60. I need calculator. I know I have a bunch of calculators right here. Here we go. We'll use the Desmos calculator. So I'm going to type in 16 times 60 times 60. That's 57,600. 57,600 divided by, now I'm going to do 12 times 5,280. 12 times 5,280. 63, 360. 63,360. So after I've done my multiplication, the final step is going to be to divide those two numbers. I'm going to divide those two numbers. So I'm going to go back to my calculator. 57,600 divided by 63,360. I get 0.90909090. And I'm just going to round that to 91. 0.91. So our answer is approximately 0.91 miles in 1 hour. So in 1 hour, this person would go 0.91 miles in 1 hour. So pick one, do its conversions, and then pick the other, the bottom, and I did its conversions. And the final steps are to multiply across the top, across the bottom, and then divide those two numbers. All right, I hope this helps. Please reach out if you have any questions.